All right, we'll call the meeting to order. Linda, do you need to do a roll call?
I do. Hayden?
Here.
Armin?
Here.
Romanelli? Gorski?
Here.
Kramer?
Here.
President accounted for, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Item 3 are chairman's remarks. I have none. Item 4, public comments. Doesn't look like there's any public comments.
There's no public comment, sir.
Thank you very much. Item 5, approval of the minutes from the PAC meeting, February 1st, 2021. Can I get a motion, please?
Motion. Second.
Right, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Yeah, I gotta roll call it, sorry.
Yes.
Okay, Kramer?
Yes.
I lost my place. Hold on. Hayden?
Yes.
Armin?
Yes.
Romanelli?
Yes.
Gorski?
Yes.
Good. All in favor, sir.
Thank you. Item 6A is the radio maintainer report. Eve sent that out the other day, I believe Friday. So are there any questions for Matt? If not, I'll take a motion to place it on file.
So moved. Second.
So the motion, just to be clear, would be to receive and place on file the report itself, which was not included on the agenda, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All righty. Gorski?
Aye.
Kramer?
Aye.
Hayden?
Aye.
Armin?
Aye.
Romanelli?
Aye.
Minutes approved.
All right, thank you very much. Item 7A is there's access from the Kane County Emergency Communications Center. Linda?
Is this the mod? No, that's the other one. Okay, all right. So this is CaneCom. Their application has a total of 404 radios, 80 on a daily operational basis. They're all Apex 8000 XC or 8500 mobile. I don't have my glasses on, so hold on. So their radios do have software encryption. Matt Barman, do we know if it's compatible?
If it's software, it should be compatible. The question is, I don't think they asked for any secure talk groups, so I don't think we'd be giving them an encryption key.
Okay, and then it's access 1 through 8, and then any talk groups that we may deem necessary as we go along. And they've got all their paperwork in order, so looks like we're ready. Yeah, that's redacted. Looks like we're ready to go.
So, Linda, I had a question on this one. It seemed like they had, like their forest preserve used it, so I was curious if they wanted ACDC 1, I think it is, right? Is where the forest preserve is now for ours. If I didn't see that on there, and then they asked for DC Fire 1 and 2, which we don't use, so I don't know why we would have to give it to them. And then, it's not really used for outside, at least. And then fire ops, I would think if they're asking 2 through 5, you would do 1 through 7. It's all or nothing, because if agency is busy with an event already on 2, their backup channel is 1, so you want to make sure that they have the full gamut, because it could be any one of those 7.
Okay, so that's what you're recommending we give them then?
So is that your total? You're probably gonna have to tell me what's a strikeout and what's
So they asked for DU Fire North, I think is okay. DU Fire West, I think is okay. The next two, fire 1 and fire 2, I don't think they need. But
Yeah, those are the ones because we don't use them.
yeah, DUDC fire ops, it should be 1 through 7, I think. Which I guess they do list 1 just separately, which is kind of weird. And then I'm fine with countywide 1 and 2. And then the only other question I have is I noticed that they maybe I just read it wrong. Maybe it's just fire protection. No, it was for the King County Forest Preserve Police Department. So I didn't know if they come back and ask us for the DePage Fire Preserve talk group that we use, which now would be ACDC 1, right?
ACDC 1.
Yeah.
So make those amendments. That's fine.
All right, what do you need, Linda? A motion?
So I'll make a motion with that amendment, with that as the amended talk groups.
How about a second?
I'll second. Sorry.
Thank you. Three easier than here.
Roll call, please.
Ready, Berman,
Yes.
Romanelli,
Aye.
Gorski,
Aye.
Kramer.
Aye.
Page.
Aye.
All in favor.
Thank you. All right, item 7B, dealer's access from Quadcom.
Okay, so the reason that this is on the agenda as a modification is I staff, we need some clarification because like the application you just approved, it says any that we deem necessary. So they've asked for a modification, which means technically because it's been approved that way, we could just do these and add them in. But the question becomes, so the staff question is, if you have a new talk group, does that then have to go out for a 14-day review? That's the first question.
If we have a new talk group,
So this group wants to make a modification, which is fine. And on the approval, they have that authority. So in other words, we don't necessarily have to bring it back to the big board, the ETSB. But if somebody's making a change, you know, in theory, so the policy isn't clear because we've expanded this. So if we're doing a talk group that wasn't on the first round of approval, are you in agreement that we should be sending that out for 14-day notification?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you still want to tell the chiefs that someone wants access to their talk group, because like even Quadcom, I know they wanted Fire West. I don't know, I know we didn't give it to them at first, but now letting Bartlett and Hanover Park know that they're getting it, I think would be the point of the 14-day from my viewpoint.
Right now, you know, just so happens in this case, that group is making the request, so I don't think it's going to take that. You know, we can get it done, but in terms of procedure going forward, because I see this as being something, you know, like even with the one you just approved, we go one direction, and then as it's going along, we find that we need to add something or make a change. So you're in agreement that we'll still need to do a 14 days. So then. And then do you want these kind of things on your agenda for just record keeping, even though we're going to make it, or do we just do it internally after the 14 days?
I think it should be on the agenda. It's a quick item and it's notification, like Matt said, to the chiefs. So I don't see a problem with it at all.
Okay. So in this instance, they're asking for Fire West, Fire Ops 5, and Fire Ops 1. So Fire Ops 5 is Fire Operations, Fire West agencies, and then 1 is for any FP. So in this case, if somebody were going to make a motion, it would be to approve their modification pending 14-day review.
I'll make that
Move.
motion.
Second.
There we go.
I'm up.
Gotta be quick. Okay, so that was Gorski, right? So Gorski,
Aye.
Kramer,
Aye.
Aiden,
Aye.
Harmon,
Aye.
Romanelli.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda was the Deeger's radio airtime request from Downers Grove PD.
So we talked about this last month under new business because it came in too late for us to get it onto the agenda for a voting portion. So in this case, we have a policy that says if you want us to pay for, if you want ETSB to pay for your airtime, we have to have notification and approve it. And it's really more for budgeting purposes than anything else. And there's a deadline of August for it to be included, but we've been kind of lenient on it. But in this case, it would be recommend approval to the ETS board for inclusion of this airtime.
So move.
Second.
Okay, so Barman,
Aye.
Romanelli.
Aye.
Gorski,
Aye.
Kramer.
Aye.
Aiden.
Aye.
Aye.
Item C1 is the Deeger's waive application for Hanover Park PD.
So this is a waive application. Waive support limit. Now, remember that waive is an agency expense. ETSB doesn't pay for waive, so it's a process matter because we have to do approval up to StarCom for this and the request of the maintainer to know who's doing what. So they do have their limited disclaimer, their mobile security device, and their worksheet all completed. They have their compliance form, and they have their StarCom user agreement and user information form. I'm assuming this was signed and redacted. Okay. So that looks like everything according to our policy is in order.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
Okay. Armin,
Aye.
Romanelli,
Aye.
Gorski,
Aye.
Kramer,
Aye.
Aiden.
Aye. All right, item 8, Deeger's portable mobile replacement.
So since this is starting to move forward, going forward, we'll have this agenda item so that any discussion, any action, any business we need to do, it'll always be there since this is going to be something that's going to be moving forward a little bit. And then fire survey, you have talked to the board about being ready to do something in March. Do you know if the police survey's gone out or if you police people responded to Dave Sarn? It's okay to go out?
It hasn't gone out yet.
Okay.
You know, I gave him a little bit of feedback and it was included in the sample survey, so I'm good with it. I suppose we could just get a hold of Dave and tell him let it go.
Okay, because it might be a little sporty to try to get that out and returned and calculated by the, what is it, the 10th? Yeah. So we can prepare a status for the board.
For the board, okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make that.
And then my next question is, Chairman Hayden, is it your intent to then come to the ETS board meetings to provide a status?
Sure. Yeah, is Eric going? Eric's gonna be on the board by that time, right? He's gonna be sitting there. Right?
Yeah.
He's on.
Yeah, I'm already on.
Okay. Yeah, which day is that, Linda?
So Wednesday morning at 9,
This Wednesday,
the 10th,
the 10th?
next week.
But I don't think we'll be ready.
No, but I think going forward there, and I will double check this, but Chairman Swarzy was interested in having the status is coming forward, and and at the last meeting, you had indicated that we were making steps, so they'll just be looking for a status of that
Okay,
and
what
kind of
time?
where we're at.
Time.
And so really, that's all I have at this point, other than we'll start putting if you're giving us direction to start putting the fire slides together and getting ready for however you're gonna present that report and or presentation.
All right.
Okay.
What time on the 10th, Linda?
And I think Miss Eve's gonna be sending you a calendar invite.
Okay. All right, but you want me to be there in person?
You don't have to be there in person if you don't want to.
Okay. All right.
You look taller on Zoom, so.
All right, then item 9, old business. I didn't have any. Anyone else? Item 10, new business. I think we've gone over everything. Item 11, next meeting, April 5th at 9 a.m. It's all scheduled in there. Is everybody okay? Looks like it. All right, and then at 9:16, a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Who's the second? Romanelli?
Oh, yeah, roll.
Alan?
Okay, so Barman,
Aye.
Romanelli,
Aye.
Gorski,
Aye.
Kramer,
Aye.
Hayden,
Aye.
and it'll be at 9:17.
Thank you very much, everyone. Appreciate it.
You.
All right.
Aye.
Take care. See you guys.